Hello out there. Welcome to the Heavy Montez podcast and my comedy show. Not America. Somebody told me that Donald Trump's big golden ass is in a whole lot of trouble. Told me that Marjorie Taylor Greene said today on national TV that Donald Trump is a lame duck. That means he has no power and there's no need to be afraid of him and everybody running for the doggone hill. They said that everybody's going to be going for themselves and they're not following that low down dirty dog anymore. Especially since he won't release the Jeffrey Epstein files and Mike Johnson, MAGA Mike Johnson won't let them vote on anything because he's afraid that Donald Trump might, get upset. You understand? They said Donald Trump is afraid of America, saying that he tried to work on a bunker, a Golden Palace. Said that he's going to try to get that bunker finished, you understand? Because he's afraid. People are saying that we can't trust him. So he might be a Russian spy, the information might be coming out the next couple of days because the Republicans want to get rid of him. They want his big ass gone, America. But it's a little too late to do the right thing now, America. I wrote this down on a piece of paper here because somebody, sent it to me. And they said to me, America, they said, if you don't have a democratic state, they can do a lot of pain and suffering to you. You see what I'm saying? If you got a dictator and an ignorant man in a political party that, say, I'm going to try to hurt and damage the people, they can do it. That's why we got to vote their asses out. We got to get rid of that Republican Party. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'll give you a few examples. Fox News, they're a part of that, corrupt government we have today. They're the mouthpiece, and their news anchors, they come on, on the TV. You understand what I'm saying? And they are state run and they're offering state suggestions to a corrupt government. You understand, like Donald Trump, and they come on and they say, we're state-run media and we can hurt you. You're homeless. Get your ass off the street by 5 o'clock tonight or we're going to kill every one of you. You know what I'm saying? We're sick and tired of you. You know what I'm saying? Walking down the damn old street. Now, you homeless? Get your ass into some type of building and find your damn self a house because we're coming to get you. You understand? Homeless situation will go away. You understand? Because they'll kill them. That's what happens when you don't have a democratic government. They'll kill the homeless. You see? Fox News already recommended it. When you give, and the reason I'm saying this, America, because part of the maggot machine in white supremacy is to take and make people think they're white and they're a member of a group that's responsible for slavery. You understand? Just because their skin are light. That's a damn lie. We have no black slaves today, and we have no white slave masters today unless they choose to be Donald Trump and the Republican Party. You understand? If they choose to be, members of a white evangelical church that says no black people are allowed. You understand? We want a white country, a white Jesus, and a white president in America that don't exist. There's nobody in the world this damn color. It's an ideology. The Civil War. They say that the reason why they fought the civil rights is for state rights. But again, as I just said, if you have a non-democratic state that is corrupt, they can do shit like this. They caught Sally Jones stealing 2 donuts out of Henry Smith Baker shop down on Broad Street. And the punishment for her was to cut both of her damn hands off. And so the state had the rights to cut her damn hands off. The state has the rights with some ignorant white men. Okay? I believe they tamper with the Bible a little bit too. Women, you better do your research because they They dogging y'all. They burned you they burned you. Say you were witches, because you were trying to save their ass, a witch, and burn you alive to death. Say you died. And you still hanging around with these losers who talk about they white and they Christians. That's what Heavy's here to tell you. That's why you got to subscribe and get me to my 1,000 subscribers. 791 today. We had 792, except we have the maggots coming off and on just to check on Heavy to find out what the hell I'm saying. I told you maggots to stay off my YouTube channel. A maggot wrote me a 3-page letter telling me how great Project 2025 is America. And had a bunch of racist shit in there too. You know what I'm trying to say? Saying, yeah, don't worry about it, Heavy. We're going to make this all a white race. And you black people don't have too much to worry about because there ain't too many of you. Now, you will come in third right after these maggot white handmaidens. Because, we got to check them again. Get them, give them some more stuff to bullshit up so we can start burning their ass again like we did during the Salem witch trials. You see, America? Now, somebody said that even with the abortion thing and the Republican Party threatening to kill women, and women are dying, because you understand. They can't get health care, America, in some of these states, and when they're pregnant. And the women overwhelmingly voted for Trump. You see, that's the grip of a cult. The only thing that matters is the cult leader. And these women said we would risk dying so we can have the cult leader in control. These maggots said, what is Donald Trump going to do for us? Donald Trump told them, I'm going to retribution. I'm not going to use Project 2025. I'll be a dictator for one day. I'm not going to do this shit. I'm going to make America great again and all this stuff. And the maggots found out very quickly that he was lying. And the maggots was out there. They're still out there. As Donald Trump said, don't be doing any town halls. Don't be talking to no damn body. We got their votes. You understand? We just got to figure out a way, to take over the republic. Benjamin Franklin said, right here in one of my favorite books, a republic, if we can keep it, and the people want to take it away from us. They were trying to take it away from us back then when they were burning these women, when they brought the slaves in, when they slaughtered the Indians. They fought a civil war to keep that ideology alive, and the ideology will die right along with the Republican Party. We are one people, black and white, gay and straight, transgender, and any other thing you want to say. But we're all Americans, and we're not putting up with you playing the race shit anymore. Trying to educate people and try to turn back the hands of times, destroying a generation of white men, young white men. Telling them they don't need a damn education. They don't need a skill. All they need to do is get rid of, a few people, not even enough to put a dent in the problems that they have. But if we all work together, you understand what I'm saying? Republicans and Democrats. But when the Democrats try to reach their hands out to the Republicans, they got an agenda. We represent the billionaires, so they are no longer qualified to run this country. So, we don't vote for them. That's why Heavy say never, ever vote for a Republican. Because they are low-down, dirty dogs. And look at the people who they give us. Look at the people who they nominate in these offices and put in these places. They have conditioned their voters to vote in the worst among us, and Donald Trump is the worst among us, America. Nobody defends that dog. He is a lame duck. Heavy calls him Donald Lame Duck, Sleepy Lame Duck Donald. A low-down, dirty maggot that need to be in jail. Now, since Heavy Monte started these podcasts, he demanded that, 5, 6, 7, 8 of you Republicans walk across the aisle and join Hakeem Jeffries and take over the House and stop this maggot dog Donald Trump in his tracks right now. You understand? He is not deserving of another moment of leadership to this country. This is Heavy Monte for the Heavy Monte Podcast and the Heavy Monte Comedy Show. Say, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and never, ever vote for a Republican.